Hey guys, this is Jeff from Retro Rare and Rad. I'm here with a project video. You know, when I'm out and about, there are three things that I look for. And the first is Legos. And if you saw my first project video, you know that I have a lot of Legos. The second thing is video games. I have a collection of video games of my own, and so I love to buy and sell video games. But the third thing is what I'm going to talk about today, and that is Thomas trains. Actually, the Thomas trains were one of the first things I started to pick, and I really have had pretty good success with those. So when I'm out at garage sales, or I actually have an ad on Craigslist, and I search Craigslist all the time, and I've been able to pick up quite a few Thomas trains, and I'm really just starting to sell them and get them turned around on eBay. So what I'm going to do is show you my collection and talk about what I have and tell you a little bit about how I'm trying to get rid of them on eBay and through some other avenues. So enjoy, and let me know what you think. Comment, reply, and look forward to hearing your thoughts on my Thomas collection. So here it is, guys. Here is my collection, at least what's left of it. I have sold a few things. In fact, I've sold enough to cover the cost of my entire collection here. So everything that I have left is really pure profit. In fact, it's funny, I got a lot of this through an ad I have on Craigslist, and it's funny because somebody posted a Craigslist ad complaining that someone was buying up all of the Thomas trains before they had a chance to buy any. So I think I may have cornered the market on Thomas trains in my area. So these trains here are the wooden Thomas trains, and these are generally considered the most desirable. I actually started by buying these, and the reason I was interested in these is these were my son's favorite toy growing up. And in fact, we actually have almost a complete collection of these trains. So what I'll do is buy a lot, I'll pull out the ones that I want to keep and sell the rest. And actually this, what I'm showing you here is actually just what's left. I've sold quite a few of these trains, and I usually do pretty well. Now the challenge on these is that most people know what they're worth, so sometimes it's difficult to get them for a good price. But I have found lots at garage sales and things where I've been able to get them at a reasonable price, and they do sell pretty well on eBay. Now the one thing you got to watch out for on these is condition. Because they are wooden, they do get a lot of scratches and dents, and sometimes that will affect the value. But it's surprising, I have been able to sell them with quite a few scratches. As you can see on this train, the corners and things are banged up. But you can sell them in that condition. The main thing to look for is damage on the wheels, rust on the connectors, things like that. But even in rough condition, you can still get a pretty good price. So I try to pick them up whenever I can, and usually do pretty well with them. So these are the metal Thomas trains, and these are by a couple different companies. The ones I have here are by Learning Curve, and they actually are a little less desirable for whatever reason. But I do try to pick them up, and I'll usually bundle them together and sell them as a lot. And it's surprising what you can get for these. I only have a few left because I was pretty successful at selling these in a large bundle. And they're nice because they usually wear pretty well. They're metal, and they don't show as many scratches and dents as the wooden Thomas trains. So when I buy large lots off of Craigslist, a lot of times they'll have buildings with them and these different accessories. They're a lot of fun. Probably my favorite here is this roundhouse. It's got a little turntable that the trains go around on, and then you can back them up into the roundhouse. All of the doors open, and the trains can go in and out of the building that way. I was really happy to find this in a lot that I bought, and I was especially happy to find that all the pieces were there. So that piece in and of itself will go for about $70 on eBay. All of these other buildings are they're all fun. They do different things. Some of them are battery powered and different things. So I haven't sold any of the buildings yet, but I'm looking forward to getting those listed and seeing how they do. So one of the other neat things that you can get for the trains are these bridges, and the one on the right is it's called Action Canyon, and it's actually a pretty desirable set. Unfortunately, I don't have all the parts for that, so I'm trying to find those additional parts on eBay. And the other bridge is a suspension bridge, and I actually have 2 of those complete, so looking forward to listing those and seeing how those do. So what I'm showing you here are the Thomas Trackmaster trains, and these are generally the motorized trains that are made out of plastic. A couple of different companies make these, mostly a company called Tomy, and these actually are my favorite thing to find. And the reason for that is that I don't think people really look at these as valuable. They are made out of plastic, and for whatever reason, people just don't think they're worth much. So I can usually get a large lot of those along with track and buildings for a very good price. And it's the great thing about these is there is a collector's market out there. A lot of people are building large layouts with these trains. So if you find trains that are hard to find, unusual, you can usually get a pretty good price. Not all of them are worth a lot. You can see here I have a lot of Thomas trains, so those are worth a little bit less, but a lot of the other trains that I have are pretty valuable, and I've been able to sell some for as high as $30 for a single engine. So these are my favorite thing to find. As you can see, I've done pretty well. I've found a lot of them. I have a huge collection, and I'm just starting to get them listed. The great thing about these Trackmaster trains is just the variety of different trains that you can find. As you can see there's some boats, just about every Thomas train that you can imagine. In fact, in some of the trains, there's actually different versions depending on who manufactured them, or different versions based on different stories, different Thomas stories. So they're really a lot of fun. A lot of them are very detailed and really just great looking pieces. And so I really enjoy collecting them and finding new ones that I haven't found before. And they really are a lot of fun. So these are some of the different box cars, and again here there are so many different types. You can see all those tankers that I have. There's a bunch of different circus cars that you can get. So not only are the trains fun, but the cars themselves are a lot of fun as well. So not only do I have a lot of trains, I also have a lot of track, and this here is the Trackmaster brown track, and I usually bundle it together and sell it in lots. Here you can see that it comes in also in a blue plastic type track as well. So I have a lot of track, and just starting to get it sold on eBay. So you're probably wondering, how in the world is he going to get rid of all of those trains? Well, as I said, eBay is my primary way of selling things, and I'm going to continue to list things there. But I'm trying something a little bit different as well. There's a couple of train shows coming up in my area, and I'm actually signed up to have a booth at one of the shows that's coming up next week. So, I'll see how that goes. The other show that's coming up is between Christmas and New Year's, and it's actually a 2-day long show. So if I do okay at the first show, I'll probably get a booth at the other show as well. So I will report back in how that show went, maybe shoot some video at the show, but hopefully I can sell a lot of it there, and if not, I'll just keep listing it on eBay.